The 21st century classroom is like no other before it. Today's multimedia world is having a profound effect on the nation's classrooms, and simply knowing how to read and write are not enough to compete in an increasingly technological and globalized world. It's a need that has resulted in a shift towards multiliteracy in the classroom, and it's changing how our nation's children are taught in a dramatic way.
Multiliteracy starts with linear word literacy, and then I think it becomes visual literacy, and then I think it becomes all of the tools available through technology, the tools of rapid communication and ability to research and collaborate, solve problems, partner with people all around the world. That's the way the world works, and I think schools need to teach in that environment, or else they become irrelevant to students.
It's a concept, however, that is posing new challenges for educators. In order to effectively teach and communicate within a multiliteracy framework, teachers must be properly equipped to make constructive use of technology in the classroom while also competently working with children from linguistically diverse backgrounds.
Children are more adept at technology than adults are, and teachers need to recognize that. The kinds of skills we're talking about, as far as I know, are not readily identified in standardized testing. I don't think that there are questions in the standardized tests that will describe the kinds of jobs and technology that these children will be using when they become adults. Yet the goal is to teach them skills that they can continuously learn with, and so that they can continuously adapt to the unknown.
The School of Education and Human Development at Malone University in Canton, Ohio, has taken a unique approach to helping prepare teachers for today's changing classroom. By partnering with a local elementary school, pre-service teachers are working with elementary students to gain language and literacy skills in an active learning environment.
The main goal behind the partnership is to allow our teacher candidates to experience being in the classroom and honing their teaching skills while working alongside effective teachers. Bellstone specifically allows our teacher candidates during their senior year before student teaching to work with students who have language differences, and they get to work with teachers who regularly integrate technology into the teaching learning process. And so they see this modeled and assist the teachers in that process.
In an area of linguistically and culturally diverse backgrounds, the partnership is helping Bellstone elementary students get an edge on acquiring literacy skills by providing additional teaching support in the classroom.
It benefits, not only the school, but I think it benefits our students, our teachers, and then also our new teachers. We have a classroom that's typically between 22 to 28 students. And so by having other professionals or adults in the classroom to help with the students, you can do group work much more effectively. In a classroom that doesn't have the partnership, you have one classroom teacher that's trying to manage the learning needs of 26 students at one time.
The partnership is also providing an unparalleled opportunity for Malone University students to engage in an authentic learning environment where they can develop and refine skills in teaching multiliteracies.
The Malone students have the opportunity to do that here at Bellstone because they work side by side with teachers who are doing that. They get to help the teachers. They get to interact with the students. They get to interact with parent volunteers. Sometimes they are able to sit in on meetings with parents, or working with teachers who work with special ed students. But it gives them the opportunity to experience school as it really is in all of its complexities, and then the teacher's role in that learning process.
It made me more comfortable in front of the class or with small groups. Just the different situations you were allowed to, different experience, then you kind of saw different situations kids were in, so you better deal with that, because some of us weren't all inner city kids or suburban or rural kids growing up, but it gives you the experience in each different classrooms that you can just use the skill set that you get from Malone to apply it to the kids you're working with.
Malone University recognizes that all K-12 students, regardless of background or ability, deserve the opportunity to develop the literacy skills needed to succeed in today's world. That's why it plans to deepen targeted partnerships with K-12 schools while also focusing on preparing teachers to integrate multiliteracies and technology into the classroom.
One of the big trends and issues that we're facing here in Ohio that has big implications for teacher education as a whole is partnerships with districts and schools. And Malone University has had a history of partnerships and strong relationships with our area schools and districts. However, we want to keep working at strengthening those. Nationally, we're also seeing a trend in teacher education where we're asked to get our pre-service teachers in classrooms early and have meaningful experiences for them. And Malone is continually looking for ways to strengthen the current partnerships that we have and make them even more meaningful for our students, as well as making sure that we're impacting the learning of the K-12 students. Our students at Malone become a known entity for the principals and administration in these school districts. So when our students then want to find jobs, they're known by the teachers, by the hiring committees, and we as an institution and our students benefit so much from these partnerships. And when we can actually see the elementary students learning more because our students are involved, that's the real payoff, because that's really the goal.
To find out more about the School of Education and Human Development at Malone University, please visit www.malone.edu/SEHD or call 330-471-8240.